Welcome back, guys. This is Jason, KM4ACK. This past weekend was the JS8Call QSO party, so I packed up my Go Box and headed out to the off-grid cabin. That was a picture of the cabin at the beginning of the video. The more I play with JS8Call, the more I'm impressed with its features and functions. Not only is it great for everyday keyboard-to-keyboard chat, but it offers many useful features when you are portable and off-grid. Because you need so little power with your radio, it's an ideal mode if you are running off of batteries like I was this past weekend. So while at the cabin, we did more testing with Andy, N0JPD. We first tried a QSO over 2-meter simplex using FM. We had no luck with FM, so we went ahead and moved over to single sideband. Even when I threw 50 watts of power his way, he could tell that I was on frequency, but couldn't make out what I was saying. After that, we moved over to JS8Call, still on 2-meter simplex, and was able to make the contact with just 5 watts of power. Now that's what I call an efficient use of your batteries. But anyway, let's get into the meat of the video for the day. Okay, so don't pay attention to the 17 meters up there in the top left corner. We're actually working on 2-meter sideband. So under File and Settings, the first thing you want to take a look at is this, where you see TRO right there under the call sign groups. As long as you both are running on the same call sign group, it really doesn't matter what you called it. We use TRO group because Andy and I both belong to the Tennessee Radio Organization. So that was just the quick name that we used. After you enter that, go ahead and click OK. And then you want to move up right here to the select call and go ahead and choose that. Now what that does is that's going to filter out any calls that are not either directed to your call sign or directed to the group call sign. So if it's not directed to one of those two, then you won't see it in that tan colored panel there in the middle. Now you can have multiple call sign groups that you belong to. So I could have one for the TRO group and also one for the Aries group. Notice right there around 1200 on the waterfall, you'll see Andy's signal. And it should start decoding here in just a second, since he is directing this to the TRO call sign group. My Raspberry Pi was a little bit slow decoding this, mainly because I was running the screen recording software to go along with it. So my processor right now is running at about 99%. But there you can see that it is getting a good decode because he directed this message to the TRO group call sign. So anything else that might be going on the band right now, beacons, any other conversations, it just kind of clears all of that clutter out of the way so that you can make certain that you're seeing the messages that are directed to you. Notice that I'm not even lined up on the waterfall with Andy. I'm actually got my radio set to transmit just below 2000 on the waterfall. And it's still getting a great decode. So it doesn't really matter where on the waterfall they're directing their signal. Your radio is going, or your computer rather, is going to decode it. So that's the purpose of using the select call when you're inside of JS8Call. Handy feature to have when you just want to kind of eliminate everything else and focus on the one conversation. You could also use it in everyday keyboard-to-keyboard chat. Once you started into a QSO, hit that select call. It clears everything else out of the way and allows you just to focus on the conversation in hand. All right, guys, hope you enjoyed this video. We'll see you on the next one. 7-3.